we're here at the set of The Chosen. Gloo's actually helping us do these interviews and more. We're super excited about that. And that's a key part for connected ministry. That's what Gloo does. But the reality is there's a whole lot of people that are disconnected. A lot of pastors experiencing disconnection. But at the same time, like in our hands, we have some of the most amazing connection means in the world. You do this through the New Thing Network. You've been passionate about this for years. How do we pastors, church leaders, Christians stay connected to one another in such a divided and disconnected time?
I think one of the things maybe that I've heard the folks at Gloo say almost as much as anybody is that relationships are the catalyst for life change.
It's good.
Relationships are the catalyst for life change. I fundamentally believe that's true. I think that's what the church is. I think the church is relationships. It's a community at its core. That's what it really is. And yeah, I think people are lonely. And I think part of the cure for that is relationships, and that will create life change. And if I was going to say, hey, here's two things I would ask every pastor to do, I'd say number one, join a small group. Yeah. I'm talking about, because you're telling everybody in your church to be in a small group. So last night, I was in a small group. I have a Tuesday night small group that meets at the Bole's house. These are not special people, except they're my friends, and I'm their friend, and that's awesome, and we take care of each other. And yeah, you know what? Honest to goodness, like sometimes, like yesterday, I worked whatever it was, a 10, 11-hour day, and I'm going, I don't feel like going to small group. But I go, and when I go, I'm glad I'm there. Yeah. And I know it's also good for me, but it's also good for the people in my church to know it.
Right. You can't lead what you won't live, and so you're showing people.
I think that's it. And the second thing I would challenge them with is I think also pastors, you need to be connected with other pastors in a local network. Yeah. And one of the things we found through New Thing is that when pastors get together and collaborate in a city or region like we were doing, like we are in Chicago, what we found is those pastors, they actually take better care of each other, so it's good for their health. But then they also, because they're on mission, they plant more churches together. Right. So if I was going to challenge pastors, two things: join a local small group and find a way to get connected with other leaders in your city.
Yeah, and we're actually in an upcoming issue of Outreach Magazine, we're partnering with you, Exponential, to actually highlight some of what those networks look like at the local level and more. So excited to do that. Dave, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.